Panto Diary, day 2. Not really day 2, because we were in London. If you missed yesterday, Panto Diary, you won't know what I'm talking about, but we were in London rehearsing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs for Plymouth last week, and I didn't get a chance to do the Panto Diary, but we're in Plymouth now, and that's why it's happening. It's day 2 today. And we are at these wonderful rehearsal studios in Capdown in Plymouth, the TR2 rehearsal studios, and the workshops and everything around here. It's really exciting. Wow, bit of set I can see through there. You can't see it, but it looks fantastic. So, what's happened today? We ran the show again. Of course we ran the show again, because we opened on Friday night. And it's pretty good, really, although 10 o'clock in the morning was a bit early for some of us. As last night, and I'll tell you a bit more about it in a minute, I had a bit of an evening out with someone rather special. So yeah, it's all going really well. I think we move into the theatre tonight in our dressing rooms. That's always exciting. And we're going to get some microphones put on us as well. But in the meantime, this afternoon, we're going to run the show again, because that's what we do. Right, I promised you a special guest, didn't I? I promised you a special guest. And that's what's going to happen. By the magic of pantomime, I'm going to introduce you to Snow White. And here she is, the magic of Panto. This is our lovely Snow White, Briana Craig. Hello, darling.
Hello, darling.
How are you today after our extravaganza last night?
I'm a little bit tired, actually. We were very busy, weren't we?
We were last night, dressed as Snow White, and she's a brilliant Snow White, can I just say. And I was dressed at Muddles, which is who I am. We went to the Winter Wonderland in Plymouth, and we went round on some of the rides and everything, and it was fantastic, if not a tad cold.
It was a bit chilly. I think we both were a bit blue by the end.
So if you're going though, it's certainly worth going. Take your family to Winter Wonderland, but like scarf, gloves, all that sort of stuff. Oh, it's fantastic. And I had hot chocolate with marshmallows. And we met Father Christmas.
Yeah, oh my God, yes, we did.
But seriously, let's talk about the show. So how do you feel? Because it's the first time you've done pantomime, isn't it?
It's the first time that I've been a princess in pantomime, which is so exciting, because I've done many pantos, but I've danced, I've been the cat before, but to be the princess role is so exciting, because
she's starring.
Well, you get to kind of just absorb it all. I feel like I'm in the middle of this crazy whirlwind that is our show, and you just get to experience legends such as Andy and all of.
But you feel safe with us all?
Of course I do. Yeah, it's so. I basically have the best seat in the house, and the good thing about the princess track is, you know, you're just playing your role, you're very serious in it, and there's all this fun, crazy chaos that happens around you.
It must be really difficult for you, because this lady is fun. She likes to have a fun time.
Yes.
But you've got to be, oh, how could you do that to me? And you're being derided on stage by a British legend, Leslie Joseph.
Yes, literally.
I keep thinking you were going to say, oh, she's insulted me, this is the best day of my life.
It is the best day of my life.
So, you're a visitor to Plymouth before now, because you starred in The Artist, didn't you?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that for those of you that may have seen it and didn't realise it's the same person, Briana. So who did you play in that, darling?
So I played Peppy Miller in The Artist, and The Artist was a silent film that was made in 2013, but in a kind of pastiche style of the 1920s, 30s. Yeah. So we put on this silent movie on stage, and it was just wonderful, and we had the best time at the Theatre Royal Plymouth, and working at TR2 as well. We spent a lot of time in that rehearsal.
Oh right, so it's like coming home then.
Totally, and they were building the sets in this beautiful workshop space, and our costumes were being made by Delia, head of wardrobe in there. It was it's all.
So it all happened here, because it was an in-house Theatre Royal production.
Exactly, yeah. It was TRP produced, so that's how we were able to make that beautiful show happen. If you did see it, you would know how special it was. At least it felt very special, and it felt very Plymouth owned, so it's really nice to be back.
And the
here.
critics loved it, and they loved you as well. So why do you think, let's just turn back to Panto, which was in the artist, you're brilliant. Turning back to Panto, why should people get their tickets? Although we've just heard there's not that many tickets left, so be soon, because we're selling out, we're breaking records here.
Yeah.
Why should they come and see this show, do you reckon?
I think you should come and see the show if you like to laugh, you like to feel joy over Christmas time.
Yeah.
It's fun for all of the family, which is what I love about Panto, and it's something that I think Andy does so well, is catering to all ages. There are jokes in there for the adults that are so ridiculous.
It's all layered, isn't it?
It's so layered, but we just go over the kids' heads and they're going to love it. There's children in the show as well. And it's an amazing first experience of theatre, or your 50th experience of theatre. It's just beautiful.
Exactly. I mean, the whole family can sit and watch the same show together, laugh at the same time, like Briana says, not necessarily at the same thing, but at the same time, because it might be a trick to cover up the gag for the adults. But it's all there. It's the time of your life. Bring the family to Plymouth for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, starring this lovely lady, Briana Craig, as Snow White, and I'm playing Leslie Joseph.
Yeah.
So do come and see us. We open this Friday. That's it for Panto Diary 2 today. Well, I want to thank you, darling, for doing this.
Thank you for having
For our
me.
lovely
So much
viewers.
fun.
Thank you. Oh, I better make her disappear the same way. Isn't it great how technology works? Right, so I'll see you tomorrow for Panto Diary, day 3. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you to join me. Thank you. Can you turn this thing off? Bye.